Beliefs decide what is good, what is bad, and what is boring or whatever, indifferent. So three things exist. But that way we're trying to divide the world into good, bad, and all that. And that makes us run all the time. If you find out how to connect with the world, then it doesn't matter whether somebody eats meat or not, whether somebody speaks against your beliefs or not. It doesn't matter. Then you have something. Only when you peep inside and you find Brahma, you find the consciousness, you find your own soul, you realize that the person that you're talking to, he may be misguided by his own beliefs. It doesn't matter, because your beliefs have disappeared. So his beliefs are his problem. But at the soul level, you can connect. So spirituality binds. The beliefs divide. And we all are suffering by divisions. Not only we end up with hating other people and all those wars exist and all these things exist. Of course, there is a lot of damage to them. But there is a lot of damage to us too. We're losing our precious time to find out the ultimate truth. So we should digress from trying to correct people, trying to fight people on the basis of their beliefs and my beliefs, and most of the parties will become silent. All of a sudden, there are no discussions anymore. Right. There is no so-called fun anymore. You can have a Maun party. You can have a silence party. That's so beautiful. But it doesn't happen. Because we all are going with walking away. Every time we wake up in the morning, our beliefs stand up. We walk around, we interact with people with our own beliefs. All this goes on all day long. We're not realizing how precious time we're wasting. Not realizing there is something beyond the beliefs. Something that is beyond good, bad, evil, all these things. So the dichotomy splits our mind. Tao Te Ching is a beautiful short book written by Lao Tse. He was a great philosopher in China. And he was considered the wisest man of his time in those days. And he had dabbled a little bit into politics and all that. Ultimately, he got fed up with all these things. And he was walking away. And he was just going to go into the forest and little by little just wither away, spend the rest of his life there. And he happened to stay overnight at one of the motels. And the innkeeper, somehow, he knew Lao Tse. So he says, at least before you disappear from the rest of the society, give us some words of wisdom. So he speaks his beliefs and all, his inner truth, that revelation that he had. And that is the book, Tao Te Ching. It's one of the best spiritual books ever written. And he shared his thoughts and all that. And there is a series of short poems kind of thing. In Chinese language, it's very poetic. And just like a lot of other poems, different meanings can come out of. So it's very important how it is interpreted. So original Chinese would be the best way to learn and read those poems. But anyway, we are digressing. So I'm going to, the second stanza, the second poem of the Tao Te Ching is really relevant to what we're talking about. It says, when everyone knows beauty as beauty, ugliness is revealed. If we all believe that this thing is beautiful, then only compared to that beautiful thing, somebody else is ugly. So ugliness and the beauty are the concepts.
Relative.
The relativity is what creates the split in the society. If we were not having a belief of beauty, the ugliness will almost also disappear at the same time. If you go to the African jungles, you see the tribes. They wear those rings around their neck and they stretch their necks and they put the under the lips in the lower, and that's considered beauty mark. And again, we have independently gone over thousands of years to so far away to create our own concepts of beauty. They have their own concepts of beauty. Then again, all of a sudden they become ugly. And when we go there, we become ugly. Oh, you don't even have a disc in your lower lip? What's the matter with you? I wouldn't want to go with you. I wouldn't want to date you. So things like this. So when everyone knows beauty as a beauty, ugliness is created. So all those concepts, we don't realize we live by, we breathe by, we talk by, we eat by, are just concepts. We have to be beyond that. And when everyone knows goodness as goodness, evil is revealed. So evil and good, these are again the two opposite things. But they are created and they remain there with the support of each other. Beautiful is beautiful only because of something that is ugly. If ugly is ugly, only because of the beauty. When you rise above these concepts, that's the real beauty. And that's the whole purpose of spirituality. Say, being and non-being are only two phases of existence. Somebody may be alive, and after the death, he doesn't exist anymore. According to our concepts, according to our senses. But being and non-being is only the existence changes, only the body changes, the matter changes. At the spiritual level, we are all the same. At spiritual level, that person is not dead. Only we cannot perceive them, that's why they are dead. Difficult and easy are the two stages of persistence. For somebody, if their efforts are very poor, it's difficult. If their efforts are enough, it becomes easy. We know through our all experiences. So difficult and easy are only concepts. Somebody who has not made any efforts at all in their life, they will say, that's very difficult. I can't do it. We have people come in all the time. We talk about all these things. We had another guy yesterday, and he had a physical. And he's very interested in spirituality. And I told him I give a talk and all that. And he says, I started meditating, but after like 2-3 weeks, it was just not happening. It was so difficult, I gave up. I said, don't give up. It's the process. He says, being difficult, you realize that how much more efforts are needed. But as you keep going further, the avenue keeps opening up, little by little. So he did not persist enough, so he gave up. I persisted, so I can say it's easy. Yeah. So easy and difficult are the only concepts. And yet the whole world goes round and round with his concept. Ugly, beautiful, true, lie, all these things, So before and after are the two orders of sequence. Somebody says, before my time. But that time was after some time for other people. Right. So the concepts, again, before and after is also a relative thing. It's everyone has their before and after. I can say, before today, I was there. But he says, no, I wasn't there. For somebody else living in those days, will say, this is the future event. So now we look at the future as such an attractive thing that something is going to bring pleasure in my life. We give so much importance. But you lived 30, 40, 50, 60 years. Every single day you thought that next day is going to bring me the pleasure. Did it? No. Right? So we bank so heavily on the future. And we think that, this new generation having a good time, they have so much money and compared to what we had, and we went through a lot of suffering, they have to understand this and that. But they have a different set of mind also. And they have different set of difficulties. They will face their problems. So easy and difficult is also concepts.